Greetings everybody, my name is Bridget, aka the Gebala Gamer, and welcome to my 1 year anniversary video of me doing YouTube. Whee! I'm so excited. I can't believe I've been doing this for a year. Like, when I started, I started freaking 2018 on September 25th, and back then when I started I was just like, I did Graveyard Keeper as my first game, and at the end of the third episode I literally thought I was gonna give up because I was just having the typical YouTuber beginner thoughts. I was just like, no one's gonna watch, no one's gonna subscribe, no one's gonna want to listen to me, I'm gonna be annoying and people are gonna hate it, I'm gonna get so much like fucking freaking crap over it. But I was like, I don't know, I was like, I don't want to think about that. I just want to think about making videos and putting them out there and just doing it and growing. And I can't believe I'm sitting here a year later and I get to say it's a 1 year anniversary video. Like, it's really weird, and I'm really proud of how much I've grown on this channel, like making videos. Like I made, like, I forget how many videos I made, but from like Graveyard Keeper, I had like no thumbnails, no nothing, to playing My Time at Portia and drawing my own character to put on the thumbnails and doing Photoshop to make the thumbnails, you know, more blue and whatever, and to having crappy audio, to learning how to do the audio better, to editing better, and going from hour-long videos to cutting it down to under 20 minutes or so. And I'm surprised how much I've learned and grew on the channel and as a person, honestly. Like, it's really surprising. I wasn't expecting this out of just doing YouTube. But yeah, so in this video I'm gonna go over my thought process of starting this channel and what drove me and inspired me to sit here in front of this camera today and talk about why I do it. So here we go. Just in advance, I'm gonna apologize for the audio and the video quality of this video. It's gonna be kind of because I'm recording on my iPad and I'm recording using the regular setup I use if I was doing a Let's Play. I don't have the money or the time at the moment to get a better camera and worry about lighting and all that stuff and sound and things, so I'm really sorry about that. So hopefully when I reach the 2-year mark it's gonna be way better. But I'm gonna make do with what I have and just be happy I can be here with you guys and talk to you directly. So, introduction, my name is Bridget's real name, just regular Bridget, but my channel, it's Bridget's. I'm 26 and I live in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I've lived here for 6 years. I originally grew up in Ohio, Columbus, Ohio, and I was born in Chicago, Illinois. So that's a little bit about me. There's really not much to say. Like, after that, that's pretty much all I talk about myself when introducing myself and talking about me. I'm a big anime, video game nerd and all that stuff, and plushies and things, and I love things like that. So that's pretty much all I have to say about myself. So there's my introduction. Wow, so great. I don't really know what to talk about when it comes to me, but that's the gist of it. I started my channel a year ago today in 2018, and a few months before that, I think maybe like half a year before I started thinking about making this channel, I was thinking about it because it was coming up on the 5-year mark of my mother's passing, and she was my big video game fan nerd with me. She loved to watch me play games and watch to listen and us communicating and growing our mother-daughter relationship through video games as I was a little kid till I was 20 years old. And when it came close to it, I just realized how much I haven't been playing games. I haven't played really a game. Like, back then, I didn't really play any games at all. I wasn't really gaming at all. I played a little bit and then stopped. I haven't finished a game since she passed. Like, I think the last game her and I played was our favorite one, which was Ocarina of Time. And I played that so many times, and I think that was the last game I ever finished for like the 30 bajillionth time. But after she passed, I can't finish a game. Like, I'll start it and I'll play until like the middle of it, but I haven't finished a game, and I think that started bugging me. And I was just like, I really want somebody to like watch me play me. So I decided to do YouTube. And this flyaway hair is aggravating me. Where? So I decided to start a YouTube channel. It took a long time to come up with a name. That was the hardest part. So if you're thinking about doing YouTube, take some time and think about the dang name. Like, that's I think, like, I had the idea of what I wanted my logo to look like, and I wanted my little, like, heart-shaped Game Boy to look like. I had that figured out like that. Like, that was done. But when it came to the name for it, I was just sitting there like, oh my god, what is it? I don't know. I don't even remember really what the names of what I thought of, but I decided to take every little aspect of my life and put it into this channel. So when I came up with the name, it was Gebala, which is my mother's last name. And I put the la la la's at the end because she always said I was in La La Land, because I was a little Tinkerbell as a kid, apparently, dancing around and being a dork. So I put those at the end. And I just decided to make it like the Gebala Gamer. I don't know why, but it just sounded good at the time. And my little heart-shaped Game Boy is like, my mom used to like to play her little handheld of Tetris, and I thought of that, and then I thought about my Game Boy as a kid and things like that, because the first Nintendo thing I ever played was a Game Boy brick my sister had, and I remember it being all gray and like blocky and really heavy for my little tiny 3-year-old hands to try and play. But I enjoyed it, so I thought I would incorporate that with it. And her Tetris game was blue, so I put the screen as blue. And the design of like the logo and the letters for like the Gebala Gamer is based off of like kind of like a French cafe chalkboard look, or at least I tried to make it look like that. And that was from her coffee cup, because she was a big coffee drinker. She would not go a day without drinking at least a pot of coffee the moment she could. And she woke up in the morning and she had her favorite coffee cup that she took forever to find. She always hated buying coffee mugs because they were either never big enough, or they were too small, or they always had some stupid design she didn't want, like lipstick or freaking hearts on it, or just boring, or a bunch of crap on it she didn't want. And she finally found one, I think it was at Walmart, and it was like this, like, it was like tall, like coffee cup, and it had like coffee beans on it, and it had like that watercolor look, and it had like these swirls to make the coffee cup itself. And I was like, Dad, look, she was so happy when she found it. She was like, look at it, it's big and it's gonna hold so much coffee at once, and it's that dumb looking. It's like, she was so happy with it. So I remembered that cup, and I was like, that would be a good way to like incorporate into the design as best as I could. And that's how I made my logo and look of the banner for my channel. My character design, I just came up with that at work when I was eating, so it's really nothing special. There's nothing really, that's just how I see myself. Of course, I don't look like that, as you can see, but that's how I see myself, so I just drew my image of how I see me. on there. And my cat headphones, which I have here. I have my kitty headphones right there. And how they hook up to the Game Boy, of course. That's how it took 8 months to come up with that. Just the freaking name alone took 4 of it. I was just like, I don't even know what I'm doing. I gave up on the name, and I just started thinking about other stuff, and then finally that popped into my head, thankfully. But God, when you start your own channel, like literally the name is probably gonna take you the most, unless some people, and I'm sure a lot of people, it might come easy, but for me that was the hardest thing to do, was come up with that. I think the second hardest was to come up with an intro, because everyone's just like, you know, Markiplier does his like, hello everybody, or everyone does the Jacksepticeye's the top of the morning to you guy, and everybody had like, some people just say hey or hi or whatever, and I was like, I don't know what to do, until I remembered how my uncle used to say hello on the phone when you would call him, and he would always say greetings. So I decided to put that as my intro. And for the outro, it didn't take too long. It was inspired from when me and my mom used to play Animal Crossing City Folk. That was the first game she ever played, like on console, on TV. I convinced her. It took a while, but I was just like, come on, Mom, it's easy. Just like 2 Wii remotes and stuff. And like, she started playing it, and it got boring after a while. Not like it was like a boring game. It was kind of lonely not having someone to play with. I mean, my mom was there to watch me play, but there was like, we knew it was online, and we were like, I wonder what it's like. So I went on Animal Crossing community. I'll put a link to that community below and in the description. But we met a family in Atlanta, Georgia, Chris and Chris, but we call them Link and Zelda, and their daughters, Alexis and Kira. It's not like I haven't said their names out loud in so long. It's like my brain's like, wow. They're so cute. I knew them when they were like little itty bitty ones. Like they were younger than me by a few years, and I was just like, we started playing with them, and since like a little bit after a few years after, like maybe 2 or 3 years after, maybe like 1 year after the Animal Crossing City Folk game came out for the Wii. And we started talking to them, and since then and to this day, I'm still friends with them, and they're still a big part of my life and family. And they still live in the States, so they're in the daytime. But my friend Guido, he lives in the Netherlands, and he's the same amount of time. I've known him for like a year or so after the release of Animal Crossing City Folk for the Wii until now. And like, still like the best friend I could possibly ask for from an online game. Never met them in real life, never met the family in Georgia in real life, but I've known them, you know, for so long. And well, it would be nighttime there, or daytime there, and nighttime here. So when I thought about my outro, I was like day or night. I was like, I hope you have a good day or night, like, because if sometimes he would stay up late and be on when we were on, and it would be daytime here, and he'd be like nighttime there or whatever, like, I'd just be like, hope you guys have a good night or day. And I would always say laters at the end of every like chat log or something, so that was like a typical thing for me to say, so I thought I'd incorporate that. And that's how the wonderful outro happened. And from then on, it was focusing on the videos and the quality and the sound and getting better at it, because I didn't know what I was doing. I'm the most computer illiterate person like you could possibly meet. I don't know any of this stuff, so I had to get help from a friend and thing like that, and it was like asking other like newer people in Pittsburgh that I know that are YouTubers. I was like, do you know what to do? I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. Of course, everyone says make shorter videos, which, as you can see from the beginning of my channel, I was not good at that. So, I'm glad I learned how to shorten them, but it was like, that was difficult, because I just had so much, I was so excited, and I had so much to say, and so much to do in a game. I was just like, I gotta show all of it. I don't want to cut anything out. But I'm glad I learned how to focus on the highlights, I guess. But, you know, I use OBS for recording, and I use Shotcut for editing, which are 2 free things you can use. I'll put those links down there so you guys can check those out if you're considering to make your own videos. But they're not great, but they're also like good. I mean, it's a good balance. You just have to really take the time to like work with it. But it's a good starter stuff. Like, I'm sure by the 2-year mark I'll have at least the better software, but right now I'm happy with what I have and what I'm trying to do and how often I do it. So I'm really happy with what I'm doing and how I'm working with what I got. Let's see, what else? The big main reason I started my channel was because of my mom. My mama was like she was my rock, my everything, and she was the biggest advocate of video games and me playing them for her, and that was our entertainment. Her and I spent like 365 days together for 20 years side by side. Like, we didn't get out much of the house. It's a big old situation I don't want to get into, but playing games and watching anime, of course, were like the big things to get us feeling like our walls weren't so small, to give them, it was an opportunity to make them clear, that we could see past them and think of a life outside of them. And when I started playing Ocarina of Time, which was like the first real big console game on the console I played, like, that really got me into gaming, like, was that. And she loved it, and that game alone inspired me to be more confident, and I started learning how to read better, because I was learning how to read, and with my dyslexia it was really hard, and that started helping me out. And then we started playing on the GameCube, and we played like Wind Waker and Animal Crossing, and sorry if the video got bright all of a sudden, and Pikmin, Harvest Moon, like different little itty bitty games that just grew into making our life feel less tiny. And that's why I love Nintendo. I love everything about Nintendo. Everything Nintendo. All of it throughout my life. Like, PlayStation's fun. Xbox was okay, but my main was Nintendo, and I wanted to work for them as a kid. And obviously it didn't work out. Here I am. But when I was little, I used to be like, Mommy, I'm gonna work for Nintendo, and I'm gonna help them make the games, and I'm gonna draw characters, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do that. And she like always looked so excited about me being so eager and about it. And like, started practicing drawing, and I wanted to just be like perfect to work for Nintendo, and go to E3 and showcase for them and talk about games with the fans and stuff and everything. And as time went on, I knew it wasn't going to happen, but it was fun to dream with her and our life outside of here, like moving here and there, and we're going to go see this and that, and we're going to go to New York and go to the Nintendo store. And like, she was like my main like rock and contributor for it. And when she passed away, like, everything just disappeared. Like, every dream, everything that I wanted. I never got to do anything that we talked about with her. It was just gone. And it was it was weird. Like, I wasn't ready for that to happen. So, after that, I kind of stopped playing video games. Like, I played them, but I would play them for a few minutes and then stop. And then as time went on, I'd play it for an hour or so and then stop. And I still haven't finished a game since she passed. And it's like, started bugging me. And then it got closer to the 5-year mark, and it was like, it just hurt more realizing that I stopped doing something that she and I both loved. But playing a game with friends or with boyfriends, and how like they didn't have the same energy as her, so it was like annoying. Like, they'd be like, "Oh, you don't know how to play a game, let me play it," or they'd be like, "Well, you don't know how to do this," or "I can do it better, you should see me play it." And it was just like, or they would just sit there and be bored, or they wouldn't want to participate at all, and it was like, it was aggravating me. And then, like, I remembered how I used to watch, not used to, still do, how much, like, YouTubers like Markiplier and Game Grumps, like Jacksepticeye, and of course bigger YouTubers, but like, you know, Yogscast and stuff, I watched them all the time because I was so lonely out here in Pittsburgh by myself. And like, I would watch them until I fall asleep and wake up the next day and they'd still be talking. It was like, they really helped get me through depression and all the stuff I was going through because of all that. And then I started thinking about, you know, it's just like, maybe YouTube would help me want to, you know, play a game again. Like, play it and be excited and want to play it. And so here I am. And I still haven't finished a game, even outside of my channel, even on my Switch and stuff. I can't finish a game, and I haven't gotten close to finish. Nope, I'll take that back. I actually have gotten close. I played Mario Odyssey, and I'm so close to finishing it, and then I stopped. Because whenever, like, her and I would play a game, she'd be like, wait, let me go get another drink, let me go get some food, and wait for me. I want to see the movie at the end of it, because she always liked the cutscenes at the end of the movie, or like the beginning home screen of the game. She always liked to watch that stuff, and she would always go, I want to see the movie at the end, and I'd wait for her, and when she would come back, I'd resume and finish the game. And I guess even now, still to this day, when I get close to an end of a game, I'm just waiting for her to come in and sit down and watch me play it, and that can't happen. So I thought I'd try YouTube. And of course I was like, no one's gonna want to watch, no one's gonna want to do this, and yada yada, but I, like, in the back of my head I was like, even if one person just watches it, just for, even if they don't finish it, like, just watches it for a bit, in my head, that's her watching it. I don't think about like how YouTube keeps track of how many minutes or seconds or whatever people watch. Every bit makes me feel like she's watching me. So every time you guys watch a video of mine, every one of you, it's like just her. I feel like her eyes are watching me. I don't know if that makes sense to you or something, but to me that's how I feel about it. And I thought, like, as time went on, like, I thought, oh no, like, I'm gonna get sick of it because it's not gonna be her. I'm not gonna feel like, I don't know, like, complete, you know, like, I'm not gonna feel satisfied, I guess, like, that void of what I'm trying to get back isn't gonna get filled. But as I did it more and I got closer and got better at it, it felt less lonely. Like, the closest, like, still I haven't finished a game on my channel. Like, My Time at Portia I dropped. Forager like, really, I don't know if there is an ending to the game, I don't know. But literally, like, with this one, I don't know. Like, I only have, like, it feels like I'm close to a kind of ending, I don't know. But it's, like, this is as close as I've ever felt to accomplishing something in a game, to feel like it, like, done. But, it's just, like, it's weird. Like, I started this channel because I wanted to be okay with her not being around and her not being in my life, and me trying to build a life without her. I mean, yeah, I did this for her, but I never expected it to be more for me, I think. Like, this channel has opened up so much for me in my life. Like, I can't believe it. Like, I've done so much since I've started this channel. Like, I went to the Legend of Zelda Symphony concert, and I never thought I would do that. I mean, it was before I started the channel, but that really helped me make the choice to make the channel, because I always wanted to go with her, but I didn't, so I went with my family. And then after I started the channel, I thought about going to an anime convention. I always wanted to go to an anime convention with her, so I didn't talk about this in the channel, but on my social media I did. I went to Teco, and I dressed up as our favorite, one of my favorite characters from the first anime we watched, from Kakaishi, and I made a tribute to her, and I never thought I would get the courage to do it, and I walked through Teco by myself and met people and met friends that I already had but haven't seen in a while, and it made me more confident as a person. I went from that to talking to people more on social media and about video games and stuff like that, where I met people that are Twitch streamers and other YouTubers that are local in Pittsburgh, and I really put myself out there when I thought I was just putting myself closer to her, I guess. I don't know if this is making sense, but literally this was the thought process of me creating this channel. And my thought process now, after being in it for so long. And it's like, I don't know, it's weird. It's a good weird. Don't get me wrong, I know this sounds sad and stuff, but like, it just feels good to be sitting here and talking about her and talking about my channel and being okay. And it just took a year. I thought it would, for 5 years, when I started this, like every minute was torture. Every second talking about it was torture. And thinking about it, not being able to do the things for her like I wanted to do, not feeling good enough as a person for myself to want to make a life for myself and do things I said I wanted to do for her, but do it on my own. And then starting this channel, and then all of a sudden I was doing it so freely. I never thought I would grow as a person to be able to do that. And I don't know, I feel like, hopefully, I feel like she's proud of me, sitting here talking to you guys and celebrating something close to what we talked about, her and I, making a life together. Video games. Video games and talking about stuff like that. And it just feels good. I feel good. I feel proud. I feel surprised. I feel, I don't know, I feel grateful. Like, everyone's just like, I don't know what you're so happy about. You only have like not even 40 or something subscribers. And I was just like, I'm surprised I even have 39. I have 39 subscribers right now as I'm talking to you. And I never thought in a fucking bajillion years I'd have 39 subscribers. I thought I'd be lucky if like 3 of my friends subscribed, and that would be it. And I'd be like, okay, that's it. But fucking, I don't know 39 people well enough to really want to subscribe to me. So it's like, I'm like, who are you guys? Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for subscribing. I really appreciate it. I don't know you, but I'm happy you exist and you're here, enjoying what I'm sharing with you and being there for me. Like, I really appreciate it. And I'm so happy to see how well this channel's gone for a year, and I can't wait to see what the 2-year mark's gonna be like, and what I'm gonna accomplish, and what else I'm gonna have to say, and how I grow as a person, and how we grow as a community together in this stuff, and I'm excited. Like, I'd love it if she was here in person so I can say it to her, but I feel like everything embodies her to the point where it's like I'm basically already directly saying it to her, and I hope she feels proud of me in doing this and trying to make her and I's goal happen, except it's for me and it's with you guys instead. So 1 year. Wow. I can't believe it. Like, 1 year doing YouTube. Yay. So, it's like 32 minutes of me yapping about stuff and being all over the place. Like, people were like, why don't you, like, one of my people I know was like, you should do bullet point or something, and I was like, doing videos, I've tried making bullet points and scripting and stuff like that. Even when I have to voice over videos that I accidentally didn't record my voice with, they're not scripted. I just start yakking. So, hopefully I can work on that by the time the 2-year mark happens, and I'll be like, I'm better at speaking about things. But, yeah. I want to thank you guys so much for watching my videos and subscribing and supporting me and sharing my videos and liking my videos and being there for me from start to finish. So I look forward to another year with you guys. So I'm excited. I hope you guys are too. And hopefully once things calm down again in my life, I can go back to enjoying and recording videos and doing more. I'm going to be collaborating with people soon, and I hope you guys are looking forward to that. I'm excited. So, hope you guys enjoyed my rambling on video again. I'll be talking about my 1-year anniversary here on YouTube, and you guys will see me soon in another video and another Let's Play. So, guess that's it. Thank you guys so much. So, I hope you guys have a good night or day, depending on where you are in the world. And I'll see you guys later.